Welcome to another edition of Southeast Asia Vibes, The Good Life. My name is Victor. I'm a former resident of the United States as well as Canada. Where you live, it really affects the quality of life. It can really enhance your life, the environment in which you live. Ever since I was literally a baby, I always wanted to live in a tropical place with beautiful tropical weather year round, laid back vibes. Now, I was living in New York City and I got fed up with the cold weather and also the high crime. From there, I said, I need to leave, and I moved to one of the most beautiful places in the world, in my opinion, Miami, Florida. The whole South Florida area, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, unbelievably beautiful. But year after year, the prices were just getting higher and higher and higher. The rents, food, etc. I got fed up and eventually I had to leave, reluctantly so. To this day, I love the area. From there, I moved to Honolulu, Hawaii, which also unfortunately was outrageously expensive. So I said to myself, there has to be places in the world where I can get a really nice Western standard of living, beautiful tropical weather like Miami, Hawaii, but cheaper. So that's what brought me to Southeast Asia. Now, there's a lot of misinformation out there, other YouTube channels, some of the things they're saying about countries in this area like Vietnam, Philippines, Cambodia, Laos. It's just not true. And the reason they do that is because they want views and subscribers. They're not being honest with you. Now, we've been here, myself and several of my friends, we've been living here in Southeast Asia for 8 years now. We all work online and we have, I cannot tell you, it was the best decision for all of us. We have a Western standard of living, gorgeous weather year round. We work a couple of hours a day. Couldn't be happier. But again, you really do have to know what you're doing, or it could mean a quick one way ticket back home. In the description box below, I have my contact information. I get emails every day from people who are asking me, can you give me some information? I really want to move there. So we can do a WhatsApp phone call, or I can answer all your questions by email. Let's get started. In today's video, we discuss the really beautiful city of Davao City in southern Philippines. Davao City is really a beautiful city, and you have absolutely everything that you could want in Davao. When I was there, I was surprised to find many different restaurants from different countries, like Indian restaurants, Italian restaurants, and many different choices for food. So I was staying in the city proper. I was staying near what they call the main roadway boulevard. They just call it boulevard. I guess it's the main boulevard. And when I was staying, the first day I was there, I was walking and I saw this really beautiful park that is really, I mean, I can't even describe it. They have statues of native people from Mindanao, and the park is called People's Park. It was an amazing park, just the architecture and really amazing. Right across the street from that is a casino. And I really liked it because you can just play like $1 or $2 US and just have fun. Would you believe I actually ended up winning about 200 US dollars? And my budget to play was only $5 US. So I ended up winning around 11,000 Philippine pesos, which is 200 US dollars. And right there, when you went to where I was staying, I had this big park, as I mentioned, People's Park nearby. There were also a couple of big shopping malls. One was Gaisano Illustre, and the other was Gaisano Bahara, all walking distance from where I was staying. So I literally had everything I could possibly want. Shopping malls, huge shopping malls, many different places. If I wanted to go for a massage, there was a bowling alley. There's a really nice feeling of community there, which I liked. I just really, really liked the vibes. And as I was walking, I found a place where the guy was selling
fresh coconut water. So I got a couple of those. And there is another mall. Let me just, if I recall, Ecoland, it's called Ecoland. This mall will rival any mall that you will see in the United States or Canada. A stunning mall. And I just really like the vibes there in Davao. You know, it's really a really peaceful place. I think the crime there is literally zero. I used to, when I was there for a holiday one time, I remember I was walking by San Pedro Church next to Davao City Hall. And this was when uh, at the time, he was Mayor Duterte. He later became the president of the Philippines. But my first time in Davao, uh, I was just walking there. There's a beautiful park there in the city. And I saw all these cameras. So I went, and sure enough, it was Mayor Duterte. He was mayor at that time. And he has a very rigid, he had a very rigid policy. And I believe his daughter became mayor of Davao also. So their policy is very strict. Don't commit any crime and you won't have a problem. But if you commit crime, you're going to have a problem. And so I could go anywhere in Davao City, all times of the night, not worry the least bit of my safety, about my safety. So, it's really nice to be in a place like that, unlike the United States, where you really do have to be careful walking around, let's say, New York City or Los Angeles. All in all, I love Davao City. It's a beautiful city. It's really beautiful. You have the real Filipino hospitality. You find, I mean, you have that in Manila as well, but I find that you really get the hospitality, the real Filipino hospitality once you leave Manila, and City is certainly like that. That's it for this edition of Southeast Asia Vibes: The Good Life. Until next time, take care, everybody.